Hey, what is up, everyone? How's it going? Koichi's here, of course, doing another pro game commentary. Now, this one I'm actually going to be following around TheOddOne, and he's just kind of a fan favorite. I saw him playing as Amumu, and I kind of wanted to watch that, not only just for you guys, but even for myself, because I've been trying to learn the jungle a little bit more, and I'd like to see how he plays the little crazy crying mummy kid. So I think it should be a good game. It's actually him and Hotshot GG, so I assume they are duoing as well. The other team, they have Don't Match Me from TD, that's Team Dynamic, if you are not familiar. And the rest of these guys, not super familiar with. I think I've seen that name before, Zinzo. I think this is like, what, 2400 game, something like that. I think that's what elo these guys are in at this point in time. But in either case, it should be a good match. We've got a Karthus over here, so they got a lot of AoE potential between just these two alone. And kind of an interesting top lane choice for Hotshot, actually going for a Xin Zhao. And that's not your typical pick. I'm not sure how he's going to do against the Ribbon. I think he should be okay. But again, I'm not completely sure. Top lane's probably one of my weaker matchups knowledge-wise right now. I've been focusing a lot on mid and jungle personally. That's just what I play, but here we go. TheOddOne started off on his wolves. Gonna be going for that blue buff next, and I'll probably give you an idea of what runes and masteries he's gonna go for, or what he's using, as soon as I have a chance to pull that up on LoL King, and I'll just do that while I'm watching him do the jungle here. But for the most part, it looks like he started off. I think most people start off with their with their tantrum, yeah, okay. So that, and then, oops, I have to take it off of, oh, there we go, manual camera. Okay, bam, much better. Okay, so yeah, most people will start off with their tantrum first on Amumu, since that does get reset each time he's hit. And so that's pretty good ability for the level 1 if you're a new Amumu player. You're not sure what to pick, because I always, when I play Amumu, I'm like, I don't know what to grab. And I used to think it was Despair, since it's like a percentage health, but the no tantrum works off better just because it does get reset. And then you can go for that Despair as your second ability once you have your blue buff and you're able to sustain the mana cost of that ability. I'm guessing he's going to grab that Bandage Toss at level 3, maybe? No? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. So he did go ahead and grab that for level 3, and he's probably going to come around and gank. So instead of getting those wolves, it appears like he's going to go up top. Oh, it looks like there's actually a gank coming in from the Malphite. Oh, I like this. Okay, so he's actually staying right out of the range of Malphite's vision, so that Malphite doesn't see him coming in for this counter gank. And so Riven's actually going to feel like she's safe right now. And as you can see, she's going ahead and engaging on top of Hotshot. Hotshot did bait that out. And now TheOddOne, instead of using his bandage toss, actually allows Hotshot to grab that kill. And this is actually one thing that I see a lot of Mumus mess up on, is they'll come into the lane, and the first thing they'll do is shoot out their bandage toss. And a lot of times that gives them a chance to juke it out, and you can miss that. Sometimes it's better to just see if you can walk straight up to them and get an attack off. It looks like TheOddOne already counter juggled that Wraith there, gonna smite that one, and head straight to the mid lane here. So quick jungling action, and again, once again, not shooting out his bandage toss. Gonna walk straight up to the Ziggs, wait for him to use his ability to escape, and then he's gonna, yep, bandage toss right at point blank range, so that it's very unlikely for him to miss that, and he grabs that kill. So already been a part of 2 kills this game, giving away the first blood to Hotshot and then grabbing that second one for himself. And his jungle transition is very smooth here. He did pretty much all of that jungle, and then he sold the Wraith, took his own race, was able to grab 2 kills there, and he's in a very good position right now. Lots of gold potential. So it looks, I'm guessing he's going to grab the rest of these wolves here and then head back to the base. So let me go ahead and, while he's doing that, pull up his information. And what are we looking at here? So, masteries. Looks like he's got a 921 tree, getting the reduced cooldown reduction, and then all the way into the, just the standard defensive masteries for the defensive tree. And then on his runes, he's got standard yellow armor runes. Oh, and he is going to be coming around for a gank here onto Salem. Salem is way behind. Oh, it looks like he actually missed his Q there. So a little bit of prediction on hoping that she would try and run away. and he wanted to hit her with that, but either way, he ran up there and just grabbed himself an assist, and Hotshot got himself another kill. Pretty sure the Hotshot would have grabbed that kill anyways, at least it felt like it, but it was good that TheOddOne was able to get in there and get that experience and the assist gold off of that as well. For the rest of his runes, though, he's got kind of a interesting setup. It looks like he's got 3 armor pin marks, and then the rest of them are damage, just flat damage, so greater marks of strength, and then he's got flat magic resist on his blues, and then damage for his quintessences. And I don't know, that doesn't sound right at all. I don't know why he would have. I don't know why he had. Maybe he's already switched runes by the time I've looked at this. It doesn't sound right. I'm guessing those are not his actual runes because the rune page says ribbon test. So maybe he forgot to switch, or maybe he switched already by the time I started watching this. So I'm not sure. Either way, as jungle, the main thing, you gotta have those armor runes. So that should help you out. And I'm pretty sure the masteries are correct. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up just a bit and watch him get out of the jungle here and look for ganks. So the mid lane and top doesn't look like they're there. Okay, he just noticed Ziggs is there. He's going to go ahead and place down a ward to check for the enemy jungler coming in this direction, and he should be safe from counter ganks as long as they don't come up from this direction here. And actually that is where Salim is at. So the TheOddOne is just waiting around patiently, looking for an opportunity to find the TheOddOne. It looks like the TheOddOne didn't walk past any wards, so Salim has no idea that he's here, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Salim has no idea that the TheOddOne's here. And as long as the TheOddOne doesn't walk out and Salim sees him, then he should be good. And I think he's just going to be patient here. He's already got his level 6, and there's not a lot of jungle areas that he can go for other than the blue buff. Looks like Salim has already got back in there and decided to go for this. He misses his bandage toss, but he will go ahead and pop out that ultimate, which locks her down long enough for Hotshot to grab yet another kill. That's 5-0 already for their team, and they're doing a great job. Riven already complaining, "Why are you camping me?" And honestly, top lane is mostly determined by jungle ganks for the, usually, unless there's just a big gap in player skill or the champion matchup. But a lot of times top lane is snowballed a lot by jungle, and that's pretty much what the TheOddOne's doing here. Is he's giving Hotshot that huge lead that he needs to carry into late game, and the rest of the lanes seem to be doing fine on their own. They're not having a lot of deaths overall. The TheOddOne did gank the mid lane. He hasn't even been bot yet, as he's been having a lot of success in the top and mid lane. And if you can get those 2 lanes to snowball and your bot lane's not feeding or anything, then you're going to have a really good time overall without even heading there. But I imagine now that he is level 6, as soon as his ultimate comes back up, he might go ahead and decide to put some pressure down in that area. He just got the blue buff for the Karthus. He doesn't have a lot of mana, but he is going to be able to grab this red and probably his race, and then I'm guessing he'll go back, regenerate his mana, and by that time he'll have almost have his ultimate up, and he should be able to gank at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this back up, and we'll see where he goes. So yeah, into the wraiths at this point, and he is maxing his looks like he's maxing his bandage toss first. So he grabbed 2 points. He grabbed 2 points into his tantrum, and then he decided to go for bandage toss first. The reason he's doing that is bandage toss is the highest damaging ability for Amumu, and tantrum is mostly just for the jungle. Despair will be good later on once people have a lot of health, but for the most part it's not necessarily the best for just doing straight up damage, raw damage. Now obviously you have to land your bandage toss for that to be the best damaging spell. A lot of people can miss that, and that's probably the main skill cap of Amumu. He is going to be coming straight up in here into the bush, looking for a chance to gank. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get in there. Well, maybe he's unseen. I'm not sure if they saw him or not. They just placed a ward. Oh, they did have a ward, so he is going to be seen. I don't know if he knows that there's a ward. They may have told him in team chat. Obviously, I can't read team chat in spectator mode, but yeah, he did just back off out of there with no opportunity to gank. And bottom is actually getting ganked right now. Looks like they have an ultimate coming in. Lulu's going to go down very quickly. MatchMe grabs the kill on that one, so that's going to be a first one for red team. And ultimate coming off from mid Karthus. Let's see if he can pick up a kill or at least help him out here. Even Flaccid coming down to try and help out, and that's a double kill for MatchMe. The TheOddOne goes in to try and get the kill here, But with the cleanse, he might actually escape. Nope, the odd one was able to get him just one last attack, not before going down. Nice exhaust being placed on him so that he cannot pick up yet another one. The Whistleman, though, nice job, comes in here just in the perfect time, puts down a wall on top of McLovin, and I think he might grab the... Oh, he actually took a few turret hits. That was not good, and he's going to get out of there without... Oh, wait, did he pick that up? No, he does not. So a little bit of a mistake on his part, walking too close to that turret. And yeah, the Malphite just easily gets away from that one, no problem. So not too good. They just actually picked up 4 kills in that little exchange. You know, from 0 to 4 in no time. Not bad for red team at all. Especially since some of those kills went to Match Me and to the mid lane. Hotshot is doing a really good job. Now that he's been snowballed by TheOddOne, he's got a really easy time of just sitting here and farming down those creeps. He uses ultimate to shove around the creeps. I'm not sure why he did that, if that was an accident or what. Or if he's just trying his best to clear out this wave so that his creeps will take down that turret and force Riven to lose even more CS. But Malphite's coming in there to try and stop that. TheOddOne just continuing to jungle. He doesn't have any gank opportunities just yet at this moment. Also, his ultimate is down. He went ahead and picked up his 2 gold per 10s. That way he can start to accumulate that money for late game and just be tankier overall. Pretty standard build for junglers such as Amumu, who are just tanks straight up. And I'm going to go ahead and go back. Let's see, they have a ward. Interesting ward there. I'm not sure. I think Hotshot might have put that one down. The other one has the timer on blue buff. You can see he's just waiting here for it. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I thought he did because he was waiting for it, but apparently not. He went ahead and stole another Wraith from the enemy jungler and is going to leave those camps up. He doesn't want to sit around and wait for the small race. It could be beneficial for him to do that just slightly, but it's also a little bit risky to do that because they could come in and pick that up. And also he saw that the blue did come back up and he wanted to go ahead and get that for Karthus. So Karthus should be in a pretty good position right now. He's got that blue buff. And farm-wise, let's see, he's actually losing in CS quite a bit to this enemy Ziggs. Ziggs does fairly well against Karthus. He has the range to avoid getting harassed by Karthus, and so he can throw out those bombs easily and get lots of farm, no problem, especially once he has that blue buff. And let's go ahead and speed back up. The odd one's going to look for a gank attempt on the bottom. The lanes are pretty brave right now. They see that there's not a lot of mana here, and they're both at about half HP. And so if they bait this out correctly, I think the odd one can get in there and maybe help them pick up a kill. And there it is. There's the slow from Match Me. Unfortunately, the odd one walks straight through it, and he's going to be a little bit too slow to catch up in time, especially with that blood boil helping them to run straight out of there. There's no chance for him to catch that. And now he's going to be heading to the dragon area, potentially to... Does he have a ward? Actually, no, he does not. Do they have a ward there? Yeah, they do see them coming up here. The odd one's going to start this, and it might be a little bit dangerous for them to do this. So Ziggs could come up here, toss down an ultimate, laying these guys' health very low. And here it is. Boom! Hitting all 3 of them. Nice job by the odd one, though, catching both of them inside of an ultimate. It might not be enough, though, as they are too low to actually turn this around. Match Me picking up 1 kill and probably even turn this on a second one. And, oh, nice job. The exhaust was just enough to help Banana Yo-Yo, or whatever his name is, to stay alive just long enough to grab that one. Another kill onto the Lulu. And this is going to be red team actually picking this one up. And now they've caught the game back up to 8. And with this dragon, that's going to put them even closer. Probably not in the lead, obviously, because they are you know, having a lot of trouble up the top lane. But that's going to help them be very close and kill. So this game started off as kind of a snowball game, or what it was looking like one. And red team has now turned it into more of an even match. And this is starting to get pretty exciting at this point. The odd one now going for his Aegis of the Legion. Aegis. I don't know exactly how that's supposed to be said, but either way, it sounds fine to me. He's got 2 wards as well, ready to go. And in fact, if you look on this screen here, you see that the entire team, other than Ezreal, has several wards in their inventories. So we're going to have lots of map control, lots of vision for pretty much the entire area. Let's see. Yeah, blue team can see quite a bit right now, and they're going to be able to see a lot more once they put down those wards. That one's now picking up that red buff. He's going to look for a gank soon. He's got 55 seconds on his ultimate. So he's going to have to rely, first of all, on his banish toss for now. But overall, he's doing pretty good in terms of, you know, what everyone else is doing. Malphite's actually the jungle. I'll go ahead and even this back up. He's pretty much even on farm, but he has the benefit of getting those extra 2 kills So he's going to be ahead of Malphite in that regard. Malphite is getting that armor already. So Malphite's going to be super tanky on top of what he already is with that shield. And let's speed this back up while the odd one runs into the lane. And he actually picked up an Oracles instead of finishing up the Aegis first. He wants to go ahead and remove all of the map control that he can. Let's see what wards he can find. So no wards here. Looks like that ward actually might have just expired. And this is perfect for them. Xinqiu had no idea that he would be there at that exact moment. Like literally his ward just expired. He had no idea he's going to lose that Oracles. As soon as he picked it up, he lost it already. The odd one's going to lose his though as well. So that's actually unfortunate. So both Oracles down from both teams. Ben and Yo-Yo going to die. Oh, and nice ultimate from Ziggs, taking him down. That's actually really bad. They got 2 kills, but they did lose their Oracles. On the other hand, red team picked up 3 and killed Oracles as well. That evens up the kills again, 11-11, and red team very close behind. Kind of funny overall though. Both teams losing the Oracles. Mashmi's trying his best to push down this turret. It is a good idea now, especially at 17 minutes. They want to take that turret as fast as possible. Top lane's been doing a great job here. Let's take a look at actually how far ahead he is. I would like to know. Wow, Riven with only 44 CS. As a top laner, 44 CS by 18 minutes is just completely shut down. Like level 8 versus level 13. I mean, Hotshot has no trouble wrecking her, and he actually got the kill 1v2 there in that situation. He's way higher than the enemy jungler as well. Yeah, there's Riven's complaining about the damage, but honestly, it's not even that he's doing a lot of damage. It's just the fact that she's that many levels behind. I mean, 5 levels behind, you're going to lose to just about anybody, unless they're just really bad. Georgia, the jungle here, not necessarily anymore, and he tries to get away by leaping to Zinso. I don't think he can get... Oh, there's ultimate from Ziggs, able to take him down. He could have actually got away if Ziggs had no cooldown on that ulti, or had missed it, whipped it completely, but that's unlikely to happen, of course. OddOne coming here. He wasn't able to get there in time to really turn that around and make any plays, of course. He's going to go ahead and grab this blue buff for his Karthus. Karthus actually already has blue, but I'm guessing he's still going to get it for him anyways, as that'll be expiring fairly soon. Maybe not.
Has been destroyed.
I don't know, is he going? Yeah. Are you going to get the blue? Or are you going to get it? Nope. Wise man is... Whizzle man is not looking for blue here. The other one's like, I get myself a blue now. This is actually good. You know, one thing that sucks about playing a jungler like an Amumu is that you are a little bit more reliant on having those blue buffs. Obviously, you can function without it, but having it greatly increases your effectiveness, as you don't have to worry about backing when you're full health just because you have no mana. And so, either way, it's kind of traded off by the fact that he's just so good at ganking. And as you can see, Zinzo comes in there to try and remove that ward. He lost yet another... Wait, he did have an Oracles, right? Yeah, he lost another Oracles right there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so this is actually really good for blue team. Forcing the Nunu to lose 2 Oracles, that's going to cause him to be really far behind, 800 gold behind. He could have been well on his way to his next support item, but now he's just still sitting at 2 gold per 10s and boots, with really having no use out of those Oracles whatsoever, and they still have that ward there. It's no problem. So overall, that actually really sucks for red team. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and speed this back up while the OddOne runs in, and he's got his Aegis now of the Legion. No Oracles this time, as he wanted to just go for proper items. And sometimes buying way too many Oracles is going to put yourself in a bad position. If you lose 2-3 Oracles in a row without it being useful, then you're pretty much going to be useless, especially as a support for a long time. Because you can't exactly get gold very easily. Oh, and he could get caught here once again. The OddOne does not have his ultimate for another 30 seconds. Unfortunately, the rest of the team wasn't in there to actually catch him just yet. Zinsu's hanging around. He wants to see if he can bait them to stick around, because now that pretty much all of them are there, they might actually be able to make a play. The OddOne sitting here 15 seconds more on his ulti. If they stick around and kind of kite this around a bit, the OddOne can probably grab a kill. Nice job with the bandage toss, blindly jumping in there and seeing. He kind of had an idea that he was there because he walked past that ward, so he knew he would be at that exact position. So Oddbro right now in a good spot. The rest of his team in a really good position as well. They're only about 1.6k up, 1.2k really, I guess. But overall, I think that they have a pretty strong team at this point in time, as long as they don't put themselves in an extremely bad position. Actually, this is what I'm talking about. So Hotshot gets caught here, 1v5, going for I don't even know what. Their blue was not even up. So he got caught there. And the odd one's going to hang out here for a second, try and see if he can go for an engage. And he wants to do this. 4v5. Is this the right thing to do? Nice ultimate from both the Ezreal, the Oddbro, and from Karthus all at the same time. Was able to take out a kill there. Salem is going to die as well. She's so far behind. Oh, no, actually will not. The Oddbro gets slowed down by Zinsu, so he's going to have to turn around his attention and gets a nice bandit toss onto him. Might allow him to get away too. And I don't think he has enough. Does he have enough mana to cast that? Oh, this is really close. Oh, and he baits Selim out. Wizzleman now is going to be able to turn this around, pick up the kill for himself, and he can probably grab Don't Mash Me as well, just turning on his AoE, and boom, there's the double kill for Wizzle, and that is looking really good. So Selim not expecting to get kited like that. The other one did the right thing. He could have just kept walking in there greedily to try and pick up both of those kills, but instead he just forced the Riven to kind of jump at him, and as soon as he saw Riven going for him, he just walks backward toward his Karthus and allows the Karthus to grab the double kill, which is the right thing to do. And now the other one's going to be able to pick up even more items. Let's see what he decides to pick up after this back. And he grabs a little bit of armor that's going to help him against the Riven, who's, like I said, really far behind right now, but she's still going to be able to do damage. And and Mash Me, who's also the other damage dealer in this game. Of course, Ziggs can do some decent DPS, but he's not necessarily going to be as scary as a fed Mash Me, which pretty much Mash Me is the only one fed on the enemy team. Ziggs is getting there, but it's not scary enough for TheOddOne to really worry about it. He's got enough magic resist with his Merc Treads that he's going to be able to survive any burst that Ziggs puts down. And Ziggs is not really going to be focusing the TheOddOne in the first place. He's going to be probably trying to throw a lot of his abilities into the back line against Wizzle and Banana Uyo, whatever, Banana Uyo. By the way, sorry if I sound a little bit tired today. My voice is a bit tired, but hopefully I'm giving you at least some bit of interesting commentary here. And there was no chance for Mash Me to get out of that one. He got jumped onto by Banana Uyu, and TheOddOne placed down his ulti, take him down. There's no escape chance for him at all. And here we go. This is gonna be really scary if they get caught here. Banana Uyu is really low, and they could potentially get jumped onto by Malphite here. But they do have the rest of the team in there in position to potentially make some plays. Of course, Mashby's not there, so they have not a lot of damage if they engage. It's going to be a 3v4 actually, since Selim is up top just farming away, trying to catch back up. She has got up to 114 CS, so she got up a little bit. Oh no, looks like the Lulu is caught completely there, and even her ulti is not going to be able to save her. One last bomb from Mr. Flaccid is able to take him down. The other one comes in to try and pick this up. Ultimate miss by Ezreal. Hotshot actually grabs a turret in the meantime. He's been shoving down mid lane this whole time. And now he's going to be turning his attention. Nice bandage toss by TheOddOne. Helps Hotshot grab yet another kill after picking out that turret, and that's going to put them in a really good position. However, on the other hand, oh, whoa, what the heck just happened? Mashme comes in, is able to pick up a double kill there, as both the CLG members putting themselves in a bad spot. I don't know what they were thinking there, and exactly what Tomashmi was thinking as well. He's like, what? Why did you guys just get caught there? So 2 turrets down by Selim in that span of time. So she's now catching back up, has 3 kills, catching up on farm as well, and grabs yet another kill onto the Ezreal. So all of that work from Hotshot is kind of going to waste as she's catching back up now, grabbing several kills. And this game is very close right now. Wizzleman now going to catch her. Oh, nice job on the wall, just barely nicking her on the edge. And he has no chance of escape with that exhaust coming in. And he just needs one last boop. There it is. Nice aiming on that. Wizzle knew that she would pretty much go for that direction. There was nowhere else she could have gone. And aimed that correctly, whatever that ability is called. Late waste. I always forget the name of it, but whatever. TheOddOne back up now after a really silly play. I'm not sure what he was doing. Kindle Gem, so I'm guessing he's going to go for Shirelia's, and he's got his Glacial Shroud, so he should soon have a Frozen Heart as well. Blue buff has been stolen from them. He's going to have to remove that creep there. And let's go ahead and speed back up until we see another fight. TheOddOne wants to shove this out as fast as possible so they can potentially go for a Baron here soon and try and bait that out as well. He has no room for wards, but let's see what the rest of his team has currently in stock. No words for Karthus, no words for Tim. Oh, this could be an engage here. Is he going to throw down the ulti? And hits just barely the edge of Wizzleman, so not the best ulti all around. Doesn't exactly do well. Fizz needs to land his abilities on multiple targets to be useful. Otherwise, I mean, he has no other utility, so he's not that great of a champion. Nice ultimate landing on 3 of the team on blue side there. Mashmi is able to shut down Karthus finally, and the ultimate comes off. It's going to lay down a lot of damage, cleaning up Zinzo. And can Lulu help out Hotshot to stay alive here? Nice ulti, knocks up McLovin and allows him to escape there with that slow as well. And Mujo does not want to lose this Oracle, so he needs to be very careful. 3 of the enemy team still up, especially Mashmi, and he's going to be very scary. 2 of the damage dealers still alive here. Hotshot comes in with no health. I don't know what he's thinking. This is kind of dangerous on his part. Can he get the kill? No, he cannot. As I expected, he gives up an Oracles and a double kill. So just a really bad play on his part, being way too greedy on that overall. And put his team really far behind. So Hotshot's kind of throwing this game right now. Keeps getting caught all over the map. And just, I guess, I don't know, head's not really in the game right now. He had a really good lead overall. And he's just kind of playing a little bit cocky, it seems like. And here we go. The odd one wants to grab a kill here. He just needs to land 1 bandage toss. And that's going to be all it takes for him to grab a kill, but he doesn't land it on the right person, and he's going to go down. Mashmi grabs the kill after a nice ultimate from Ziggs. So overall, COG members throwing this game pretty heavily right now, just making mistakes left and right. Although I have to say the TheOddOne did do a really good job this whole game. I mean, he's been doing a good job of catching people, but he seems to he keeps walking into bad positions overall. Let's see. So we're going to have to wait, or their team's going to have to wait for everyone to come back up. And Hotshot is back at this point. Let's see, what does Hotshot actually have? Hotshot going super tanky right now. It doesn't have a lot of damage. Just trying to be kind of a bruiser at this point, but overall, he still dies really fast. We'll have to see if that works out. Oops, I didn't mean to slow down. Okay, the TheOddOne now back up from the base. They're going to be starting on the Baron. A little bit risky on their part as the ward is placed down, and they're going to go ahead and force them to go back on that. And now that they're a little bit low HP, red team could probably engage this very soon, or even bait out a Baron of their own. And let's see, Lulu picking up another Oracles. So she has no support items yet. She's been grabbing Oracles and losing those left and right. Has 3 gold for 10s. Going to try and rely on that to give her gold for now. But as far as I can tell, the supports, both supports on this team, are really not too supporty. Well, okay, it looks like the Nunu finally picked up a Shurelya of his own. So, in that respect, he's finally got his own support item ready to go. Shurelya's for Amumu as well, so the TheOddOne's going to be able to engage very quickly on the fights as long as the Nunu does not pop his at the same time as well. Of course, he is going to have that Blood Boil also for that Kog'Maw. And they are starting on this Baron. It looks like they are going to have that before there's a chance for blue team to get back in there. And a GA now on Ribbon and on top of that Bloodthirster, so she's actually got her core build. She's good to go. They've already picked up Wizzleman. This is really bad. I think blue team's in a position where they're probably going to lose this game if they don't start to change things around very soon. And Banana Yo gets flashed onto by both players, and Mujo doing his best to keep him alive here, but he's going to lose his Oracles if he continues to stay around, because there's no way he can keep him alive any longer, and they got him slowed down there. That's going to be yet another Oracles, and I think it's probably GG for blue team, unless, like I said, they start to make some big plays here real soon. Salim now so strong that he can actually take Hotshot GG on one-on-one. Even though he was so far behind, he's now caught up by only 30 CS behind, and he's caught up on kills as well. So that's too unfortunate. Yeah, she's at level 17. She actually completely out-leveled Hotshot at this point. So he was doing really good, but he let her free farm up top lane. I mean, they pretty much gave this game away at this point. And they're going to have to probably start to turtle it up for the next 20 minutes or so if they want to win this game. And I'm not sure if that's going to be possible or not, as they've already lost their inhibitor, and Baron is down. They're down by increasingly amounts of gold, so about 7,000 gold right now down. Well, a little less than 7,000 gold. Still a big deficit at this point as well, especially seeing how Hotshot is not nearly as much of a carry as Riven is. Riven can get in there, do big damage, and still stay alive, especially since her shield scales on her AD, whereas Hotshot just completely gets burst down extremely fast. Luckily, they were able to pick up a kill on the McLovin there. That was a nice job overall. Nice job by the TheOddOne picking that up. Did he actually use his ulti? Yeah, it looks like he did use his ulti to grab that kill on fact. And Ribbon still has that GA, so they can continue to push this in and maybe even get another turret up top, or potentially go around to the backside and grab that bottom turret. And let's see what they decide to do. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and do the easy thing, which is head straight for that turret and probably just tank it down. Ribbon's strong enough that she can sit there and tank that, and they'll kill it before blue team has a chance to respond, and that's the right thing to do overall.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
TheOddOne now with a Glacial Shroud and a Chain Vest, so I'm not sure if he's going for GA or what he's planning on building instead of finishing up that Frozen Heart. Seeing how Hotshot actually already picked up the Frozen Heart, he knows that he doesn't necessarily need to finish that up, and instead he can go for maybe like a late Sunfire Cape, potentially, or he can turn this into a Randuin's Omen and try and use that to slow down Mashmi. If Mashmi tries to kite him, he's going to have a lot more trouble doing so with that Randuin build. And TheOddOne going to go ahead and pop that Shurelya's. Looks like Mashmi's able to pick up the kill onto Karthus before they even get a chance to engage anything there. Karthus has no ulti. TheOddOne gets ultied himself by Ziggs, and double kill from Mashmi. There's not much chance for them to win this one here. They're actually already shoving in. They just won the team fight 3v0, or I mean 3 kills to nothing. Hotshot was really low. He had to back out as well. He's just going to sit here and try and defend the turret before he goes back to the base to heal. But by the time he gets back from healing, they've already taken down all 3 inhibitors at this point, and there's lots of creeps already pushing in on all 3 lanes as well. And they're going to be able to clean up these turrets extremely fast. I think that's GG. So overall, great jungling by TheOddOne early game, but Hotshot and him threw the game a little bit too much, kept getting caught overall, and just didn't play that properly, so they gave the game away to red team. So good game. Thank you guys for watching this commentary. Definitely exciting to be able to watch some of the more popular players play and see kind of how they route it up and everything else. So overall, don't let that Riven who's behind free farm top and get back to full. That's exactly what happened there. They were able to catch up because of that. So good game, red team. Nice comeback. And I'll see you guys around for the next one. It's Kobe Cheese. Peace out.